Okay, hello, Jeff Evers here, 8 o'clock straight up on December 18th, 2018. Want to welcome everybody to the broadcast tonight. I'm the CEO of iClubBiz. We're just a group of individuals who cooperatively work together to create a better life through buying power. We're a little bit different than most companies because, you see, we don't go off and pitch products or promote companies. What we do is we just build teams of people who have a dream in our heart that we can't get doing what we're doing, and we cooperatively work together to get that dream through buying power. And what we do is we build a team, and then we plug companies into the team. And by doing it that way, we never lose our team. Because what we've found from experience is most of us who have built organizations, we find ourselves about every 2 to 5 years having to replace our organization because we lost it, either because the company where we were building went broke, or that next bright and shiny new product hit the marketplace and took our people. So when you actually focus on building the team, if the company you're building goes broke, it doesn't matter. The team stays together. We just find another company. Or that next bright, shiny new product that pops out there, you don't lose your people to that company. You actually bring that company into the mix. And so that's really all we do. We bring in both proprietary vendors and strategic partners. Now, the difference between the two is this. Strategic partners are existing companies that already have their own comp plan. You have to join them to make money with them. And proprietary vendors, these are companies that have actually gave their products to us that we can incorporate within our umbrella and within our comp plan. And so if it's a proprietary vendor, you don't have to purchase that product to make money on that product. And again, what we do is we try to teach people how to build teams. Now, the process and how we do that is pretty simple. We actually have a sales funnel that we put together with iWebAtool. iWebAtool is our CRM system. It's our autoresponder contact management system, capture landing page. It's the tool that you use to help you build a team. And then we provide you all the resources for database acquisition to conversion and everything in between. And again, the purpose of this presentation is not to take you through this schematic, but just let you know everything is systematized and automated. All you really basically do is you dump your leads into the funnel. And as that traffic and leads are in there, we start dripping on them with preset invitations, inviting them to different companies, different products, different services. And the goal is they pop out of that funnel. Is our goal is we want to find out who they are. Are they a consumer? Are they a buyer, or are they a producer? Now, the biggest thing we try to educate our team members on is that our goal is to identify who they are. You got to realize the producer is a person you're looking for. That's a person who actually produces a stat. They actually produce something. A buyer wants to produce, but they don't, even though they have intention to do it. All they really do is they just basically buy. And then the consumer, they just want their consumer needs met. And again, every one of these individuals have certain needs that you have to meet. The producer will have no problem spending $25 a month on the iWebAtool system because that's a tool they can use to build their business. It's kind of like tools increase speed and efficiency. So if you're out building a home, and all you have is a hammer, it's going to take you a long time to build a home. But if you got a nail gun, you can zip through it pretty quick. So the iWebAtool is like a nail gun if you're building a house. But if you're not building a house, and all of a sudden we tell you need to buy a nail gun, well, that doesn't make any sense because you're not building anything. So the difference between the producer and the buyer, the producer's actually producing. They'll use a tool like iWebAtool to help them build their business, or a buyer just will buy products. And a consumer, they just want their consumer needs met. And so what we do, we bring in either our strategic partners or proprietary vendors, and we make those products and services available to our members to meet whatever need they have. Our goal is just to build a team. Now, the math of our comp plan is really, really simple. What we do, we have basically a three-stage compensation plan. We got a seven level uni level that we pay out 40% commissions in. That's married with a binary that we pay out 25% of our commissions in, and there's a matching bonus that's attached to the binary. So what we try to teach everybody who's on our team is that network marketing by definition is just a method of making money that works best with a whole lot of people all buying a little bit of stuff. So if you want to become successful in network marketing, what your goal is to learn how to put numbers in. So what we try to teach everybody is strive for 5. So if you find five producers, these are the people who are producing a stat. And then you help teach them about how to go off in 5. So when you get 5, who get 5, and you run it down through 7 levels, you got 97,000 producers in your network, and you're going to make a lot of money because, again, the definition of network marketing is a method of making money that works best with a whole lot of people all buying a little bit of stuff. Now we structured our comp plan so the threshold for participation is low. And so you can max our comp plan with just $25 a month worth of purchases. And so when I tell my producers, the people I partner with, I say I take my time, my money, my resources, my expertise. I help you build, an organization, help you build a network, a team of people to get your dreams. If you follow my pattern, plug into my system, and buy $25 a month worth of stuff. And my pattern is simply this: utilize the iWebitool marketing system, dump your traffic in, let iWebitool sift, sort, and start. And as the people pop out of the funnel, you get on the phone with them and try to identify who they are. Are they a consumer? Are they a buyer? Are they a producer? And then you meet the need that they have. Okay. Don't try to get people to do things. Help people get things. So as you're building that relationship, as they pop out of the funnel, you're really identifying, who they are. What do they want? So you help them figure out what they want, why they want it, when they want it, then you help them get it. And again, if you have yourself a producer, the producer will engage right away. The producer will go ahead, they'll set up the right iWebitool system, they'll start dumping traffic into that funnel, and you'll know who they are by what they do. The buyer will want to do all of that. The buyer will probably purchase the iWebitool system, but the buyer won't produce. And so what you'll want to do with the buyer, as soon as you identify that buyer, is tell them, hey, listen, rather than have you spend your $25 a month on the iWebitool system, why don't you spend it on a different product? That way they're at least getting a value for their $25. Because if all they're doing is they're spending $25 on iWebitool and they're not building, they're just basically it's an expense to them. But if they buy one of our products, then it becomes a value proposition for them. And of course, the consumers, when they pop out, they want to get their consumer needs met. And so we just provide them the products and services that we've got available through our proprietary vendors and our strategic partners. Now, here's what we know. Okay, the math is simply this: you will not find 5 out of 5. Okay, and so if you want to find yourself 5, you're probably going to have to find about 15 to 20 people that tell you they want to be a producer to find your 5 who really are. So again, what we try to teach in simple math terms, if you want to find 5 producers, probably go off and sponsor 20 people who say they want to be a producer. Now, here's what you find about these buyers. Okay, they can actually activate your position, and they can maximize the 7-level uni level, participate in the binary. Now they can't max the plan, but they can participate in the binary, and again, max the 7-level unit level, which is $12.50 is worth of purchases. So if we just assume those 15 buyers are just buying $12.50 a month, and then you probably find this on the way to finding those 20 people who say they want to be a producer, you'll probably find about 20 customers. And because the value proposition or products, let's just say they average $2 of purchases a month. And again, the illustration that you see on the screen right now is not a guarantee of income. It's just an example of income based on the comp plan. This is strictly numbers. And this income here does not include the matching bonuses. That's strictly on the binary and the uni level without the match. Okay, and again, it's not realistic, but here's the math. Okay, the math is you get 5 who get 5 through 7 levels. Teaching you to find your 5, you got to get 20 that say they want to and set up 20 customers. Then all of a sudden the potential is here. So when we show you that this is our schematic, this is how we do this, we just dump traffic in, we let the system do all the work. If you find this, if you're out there presenting, if you're actually showing somebody the opportunity and taking them through, and like back in the old days, we used to draw everything on a napkin or something, you're wasting your time. Tools increase speed and efficiency. What iWebitool will do for you, it provides you for all the sales pages. So for example, again, here's how you access your iWebitool system in your back office of iClubBiz. Underneath services, you just click on iWebitool. That would take you to your iWebitool login page. You put your email and your password in, the same email and password that you used when you set up your iClubBiz account. Click on the members area, and then you just want to, probably easiest way to do this so you can see everything is go click on capture pages. And then these will give you all the different sales pages that we've got available that are already written for you. Anything that's in the dark blue, okay, that is all proprietary vendors. These are already, if for example, iPrime Java, you don't need to do anything. You just basically copy and paste the URL, send it to your prospects, and when they join you, they purchase the iPrime Java, you get paid. So the ICB Trader, which is the Deuterium, Forex Navigator. Again, it's all hard coded. Now, as you scroll down here, stuff in the light blue, these are all what we call strategic partners. These are existing companies that have marketing plans. And so if you're out promoting one of these companies, when maybe you're promoting Power, you're promoting Hilo or whatever, you can just, again, hard coded. You don't have to do anything. Just copy and paste and send. And the bright green ones, these are all editable pages. So what you'll look at when you use these tools to increase speed and efficiency, so as you're out there and you are dropping the traffic into the funnel, and we start dripping on them, or they're dripping on them, and then when they say, "Yep, I'd like to know more about this particular product line," they go to the sales page. And by the way, these are what they call capture pages. If you want to see the landing pages, which are the sales pages, click above that which says landing pages, and then it would take them to these pages, which explains the offer, presents the opportunity to join, and basically has the CTA, the call to action. So you don't need to show the plan about the 90-minute work week. Just let the opportunity 3X or the 0109X, let that show it for you. If you want to go off and you're looking to promote travel, just let the 03X do the sales presentation for coffee, or for travel, or for coffee, or colostrum, or for Dentalian. So again, you use tools to increase speed and efficiency. And again, if you don't want to promote a specific product, the 017X is a great presentation to identify who your producers are. If you're an existing network marketer and you're sick and tired of always having to rebuild your team, the 0001X is awesome because we address it right up front. Well, if you're sick and tired every 2 to 5 years having to rebuild your team, why don't you build one time and have a less test time, build a team and plug companies into the team. Here's what we do. So all these sales pages are designed to do work for you so you don't have to. And of course, we have sales pages that are for the strategic partners as well. So as you are dumping the traffic in, okay, and they're dripping, sending invitations to the prospects, it then goes into the sales funnel, each individual sales page, and when they pop out of the bottom and they join, you just get on the phone with them, find out what their motivation is, and help them get started. You take them to where they want to go. And if you find yourself a producer, the best thing I can tell you with the producer is get them on the phone with somebody in your support team so they can partner and lock arms and realize that this is more than just you. And so once you understand and master this schematic, and you understand how the process works, okay, and how we flow from the top down, how we look for the producers, and if we can't get them signed up as producers in the 30-day cycle, then we segment over to what we call a buyer list. We start dripping on them with product-based opportunities, because buyers generally are more product-oriented, where producers are more visionary and understand team building. And then if we can't get them to pop in that 30 days, then we take them to the bottom, and then we just strictly pitch them product offers. And then, of course, too, you can go off by buyer's list, and you can roll it up from the top. And again, if you buy a buyer's list, there's no reason to go on up, because consumers are consumers, because consumers are consumers. People who think they're going to lead with a product and get somebody excited about the product and then have that person turn in to be a producer, that's the hard way. It takes so much work to get that done, because the predisposition of a person who has a dream and heart that they're willing to work for is easy to identify that person, okay? Much more so than going off and trying to say, hey, listen, try this product, let me know if you like it. Because here's the reality. If you're pitching a nutritional product that cures back pain, and your producer doesn't have back pain, he's probably not going to be too interested in buying the back pain product, to improve his back pain, because he or she doesn't have it. But if you talk about, hey, we know that X amount of percentage of people got low back pain, blah, 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 blah. And again, you don't have to do that pitch. That pitch is all done for you on the sales page. So the entrepreneur looks at the opportunity and says, oh, this is pretty cool. Because here, entrepreneurs think different than consumers. And I told people, I cut my teeth in the business world. My dad owned a couple of grocery stores, owned a bowling alley, a farm. He had a steakhouse, developed real estate. And so when I went to college and I decided I want to get business for myself, I ended up buying a general merchandise store. And the number one selling product, the category product that we had the most profit I made per linear foot for capital, for return on investment, was the ladies' pantyhose. Okay, now you think about this. My goal was to expand the amount of ladies' pantyhose I had in the store, not because I ever had the intention to ever wear a pair. Okay, because I'm a business person. I said, hey, does this product line, does it have a high appeal in the marketplace? Is it priced low where the consuming public will embrace and purchase it? And can I make a profit on it? So if it's a high value proposition product and people are going to buy it, I can make a profit on it. For goodness sakes, I'm going to market that product. I don't have to like it. Okay, so the consumers think different. They think they got to like a product. Okay, well, you know what? That's not how business people think. Business people don't think that way. They say if this product is a high value proposition product and it's priced at a level where the consuming public is going to embrace and purchase it and it meets the need and I can make a profit on it, I will market it. It doesn't make a difference if I like it or not. I will market it because that's how business people think. So when you go from the top down, you find people like that because they understand how business works. If you go from the bottom up, you got to kiss a whole lot of frogs to find that prince. Okay, generally you get tired of kissing the frogs. Okay, and so once you understand our model, then we go from the top down or the bottom up, and it's not even bottom. You either go from top down or you just go hit the bottom, and the bottom's just geared towards consumers. But you're striving for 5. You're looking for 5 people to get a dream and heart that they can't get doing what they're doing. Now, there's one dynamic I want to incorporate into our program that has completely changed the vision and the mission, how I see this. And it's because we're bringing a value proposition product to our proprietary product line that nobody's going to touch, number one. And number two, it's going to increase your average CV for the producer from 25 to 150 CV a month. Now, here's what, and again, this is not a guarantee of income. This is just an example of income based upon math. Your success would be dependent upon what you do. This is in no way an illustration of you can do this, okay? This is just how the math works. But based upon 5 getting 5 at $25 a month, you can see what kind of numbers we're talking about. But because of this value proposition product that we're adding to the proprietary product line, this is what we're talking about. So look at the amount. Look at it. It's like a 3 times as much income you're making with no more effort. Okay, I still do the same thing. I still go from the top down. I'm still looking for a dream and heart you can't get. I'll take my time, money, resources, and expertise, help you build a team and get your dream. Follow the pattern, plug in a system, and spend $25 a month. We got a deal. Well, once I get you making money, here's what I know. I know that you're gonna upgrade, and you're gonna go from that $25 product that we got here. You're gonna go from that to this one that has 150 CV, because this product that we've got, this new service, it's a platform that's going to help you improve your financial position in life. And again, the purpose of this presentation is not to take you through that product line, but I just want to show it to you real quick. And when you guys go to your iClub, in fact, I don't want to do it that way. I'm going to take you through the landing page, and here's why I want to do that. You never want to send somebody to your iClub Biz page to join. Never do that. Because if you do, you will not get the Fast Start bonus. The Fast Start bonus only comes from people that join through your iWebitool page. So if you want the Fast Start bonus, send people to your iWebitool page. So send them to Dentalium, the 0013X to join. Because when they click the join button on that sales page and they pop in, and they join, you get the 40% Fast Start bonus on that purchase. So when they fill out this form, you get the, now again, we give a CV allocation based upon the commission value of the product. In some of our products, the CV is 100%. This particular product, the CV, I think on this is around 60 CV because, and again, everything's based on the commission value. But you get all 40% if they join through your iWebitool page. But I wanted to show you that so I can have you look at this. Okay, when you go to click here to learn more, and you look through this website, again, I tell you what, guys, here's what fired me up. Okay, in fact, as Shoop's on the phone here too. Joe and I were talking this afternoon. Joe knows more about this Forex platform than I do. But here's what I know. You click on the performance tab. Now again, y'all need to read this disclaimer because basically this is, and the guys that put this together, these, I tell you, when you get to meet Al and you actually get a chance to talk with him and get to see, his attitude, his self-image, and his beliefs, and his steadfastness for being compliant, he will not let anybody go and look at the live feeds until they've gone through the disclaimer. Okay, because Forex and options, it's a risk. It's a risk deal, and you've got to make sure you're prepared to have risk capital because you could lose all your money. Okay, so what's cool? This is what I love about it. Al was not out there trying to convince anybody to do this. Al was saying anytime you're dealing in foreign exchange and options, it carries a high degree of risk, and in leverage trading in particular creates an additional risk, and you could lose all your money. So you got to make sure you're willing to understand the risk, okay? And there are many factors that enter into your outcome, and just because, you look at some outcomes, looks really good, doesn't mean it's going to happen for you. So Zal was taking me through this, and he was talking about, hey, listen, everybody's got to read this disclaimer, okay? And hopefully you all had a chance to read this. I'm on this page, okay? Because when I take you to the performance data, these are the real-time feed from the traders. All of a sudden, I got fired up, okay? Now, obviously, what I'm going to show you this is not going to be a guarantee that this is always going to be this way, okay? But these are real traders. Like, in fact, as Joe shares stuff with me, there's no bots in this. There's what was it, the scalping or something, whatever Joe said. These are live traders. You actually have live traders that understand the market who are trading the market, okay? And you're having access to them. So when you agree to the disclaimer, this is the actual performance. This is the actual live performance. And you want to go up and you can click here to see the live feed of the traders. And this is on my FX book, which is a third-party, validation. So in other words, these are the actual numbers from the traders. And so according to this little illustration, this particular program here started off with a $500 investment on October 11th, and then you can follow it through to December 14th. I think that was the last day that they posted the trade. And they don't trade over the weekends either, guys, but that's another story. It's 291% gain. Okay. Now I didn't really understand what they're doing other than the fact that, they really are on top of risk management. They're really more interested and concerned with risk management. So the returns to drawdown ratio is unbelievable. And so here's what this program is. This program is right now it's in beta. Okay, and January 1, it's going to cost you $200 a month to get this software. But if you get it now, you get it for $125. Okay, and the reason I bring this up is because if you're in this to make money, okay, and I tell people, if you get in network marketing because you like the products, that's great, no problem. You're going to probably have a hard time making a lot of money. Okay, if you got in this business because you want to help people, that's great. But what's to help people is it's kind of like if you're in an airplane and when the flight attendant gets up and say if there's a sudden loss of oxygen, what do they tell you? Do they tell you to put the oxygen mask on your kids, or they put it on you first? They tell you to put it on you first because you really can't help somebody financially unless you're financially okay. And like my dad always taught me, he said the broke people can't help broke people. Okay. And so, so it's like, I understand you want to help people, but what's your motivation? What fires you up? If you don't have a dream in heart that motivates you, then what happens is the first time you meet a little bit of resistance, the first time you get a little pushback, the first time all of a sudden you say, oh, this is not for me, you'll quit. But if you got a dream in your heart you can't live without, and you're willing to do whatever it takes to get it, when you hit that roadblock, you just hit it, and you go through it. Well, so if that's your nature, if you're in this to make money, well, all of a sudden you're going to start making money. Well, if let's say you got $1,000 worth of risk capital, well, and you can risk it. I looked at this. I said, well, heck, if I put $500 in and I lost it, well, I've lost $500 doing something else. Okay, many times. If I can get an ROI, and this is why I got excited. Okay, so I looked at this product. It's now part of our strategic partners, our proprietary vendors. And now what that means is anything that's in dark blue, you don't have to purchase that product to make money on it. So you might not purchase the $125 Forex Navigator. In January, it's going to go to. By the way, if you're thinking you're going to do it in January, you should do it in December. Okay, because if you get in for $125, you're grandfathered in at $125 for life. So on January 1, it's going to go to $200 a month. But if you get it now, it's $125. So that's basically $900 a year savings. Okay, so when I ran the numbers, I said, man, this is so cool. And when I brought it back here, instead of looking at $25 a month, here's what I know. I'm going to take my time, my money, my resources, my expertise. I'm going to help you build a business to get your dreams. Yeah, maybe you can't afford the $200 platform now, but all of a sudden when you start making some money, how many of you think you'd like to go ahead and start a $200 a month program on a Forex Navigator? And by the way, it's hands-free. Okay, you're actually taking the Forex Navigator software, play it into the broker of your choice. Again, all the money stays with your brokerage house, and you just plug the software, the trading software, into your broker, and so basically it just basically somehow does the trading for you on your broker. Okay, on your brokerage account. So if you can have it activated as long as you want, or turn it off whenever you want. But once you turn it on, it just works. Okay, so all of a sudden, it's like, I think I'd like to do that. So you try it, and all of a sudden you look at that. So all of a sudden, and you start to realize, the power that you have when all of a sudden, not only do you have the ability to help people get their dreams, but all of a sudden now you got a vehicle that maybe can help them improve their fiscal, position long term with more than just an income, from a team, but actually how to make their money make them money. So I just got fired up. And again, we're in beta right now. Now, if you don't know how to get set up on it, if you're an existing IBO right now in iClub Biz, you go into your ICB back office. Right now, it's listed under iWebitool. So you go to Manage iWebitool Purchases. Oops, sorry, timed out. You go into your iWebitool Purchases, and you set up your Forex Navigator, hit continue through the payment page. We will not charge you at the time you set this up. And once you've got this done, okay, look over here under Business Snapshot and look underneath iWebitool Purchase, and it says, yep, iWebitool Purchase set up. Yes, when's it set the charge out? On January 2nd, okay? Now here's what you got to realize. You just got to get charged out before December 31st if you want to get into the beta, okay? And so if that's what it says there for you, then you just go up here and you want to change your iWebitool monthly date. Again, I don't know if this will let me do it because I've already charged out, and this is probably a good thing here. Yeah, I've already had one auto ship, so it won't let you do more than one auto ship in a month. So in this case, here's what you got to do. You got to email support, and you can say, hey, listen, I set up the Forex Navigator. Could you charge it out on December 31st? Okay, and so on 12/31, then we'll go ahead and execute that transaction. So then you've locked it in for 125 for life. Now, come January 1, you're going to see on the left side, it's going to have ICV Trader purchase information, and so everything that has to do with the Forex Navigator and the options and the equities are all going to be under that section. What we did just for beta, we put it underneath iWebitool. So again, if you have questions on that, get a hold of your business support team, and they can help you with this. But I'm going to recommend, if you think this is something you might have an interest in, again, you got to have $1,000 worth of risk capital. Okay. In fact, Joe, do you want to talk about what we talked about this afternoon, or do you want to kind of hold off on that?
No, I'll say a few words. I think people need to hear a couple of things and reiterate what you said. So you can hear me okay, right?
Yeah, you bet. Guys, this is Joe Shoup. First of all, Joe is one of our key leaders in the team. He and I are good buddies, and he's got a lot of background in this industry. And he had kind of a creative idea to assist people in better positioning themselves to take advantage of the Forex platform, but also for beta. And so, Joe, I'll turn it over to you and just kind of fill in with what you put together.
Yeah. Well, first of all, a couple weeks ago, we had a good private meeting with Al, the owners, and the entire corporate team and the top Forex trader. I needed some questions answered simply because I have done Forex trading in the past for a couple of years. I understand, and I want to say this to everyone. $200 a month sounds like a lot of money, but you talk to a Forex trader who is turning over the activity to someone who's doing the trading for them. $200 is actually pretty cheap, to be honest with you. So I want to say that some people might gasp, oh, it's going to be 200. So we devised, and we did this before a few years ago, not with this company, but with other companies, is that, for those that say, I can't do 200 a month, I can't put the 1,000 or 500, whatever we need to put in there to start your account. You need to team up with people to do that, and making sure that those people, you know them well, you trust them, they trust you, and you can put together a team of 3 to 4 people. We won't get into the why tonight, or how I should say, but why you do that is, once again, risk management. The most important thing when you are putting money out of your pocket, whether it's a stock or Forex, you really have to understand risk management. You can't pretend and get excited about things. It's going to do this in the future, just like it always has. is wrong thinking. And to give you an example of that, you can seriously look at Bitcoin. I'm not against Bitcoin, but for those people that got in at $12,000, $13,000 a coin and actually either bought a coin or a portion of a coin are looking at serious losses now because they did not pay attention to risk management. If they put a lot of money in, they got in trouble. So the key portion of this, and this is what I was excited about our phone call with the corporate team, Jeff, and it was that they are totally focused on risk management. And it's not that they just said it. They showed us being in a trade where those trades, where you would basically have what's called a stop loss, where you would get out of a trade and not lose any money. Now, it doesn't mean you can't lose money. It just means that they put these stops in to make sure that we're at a break-even point and we don't really lose money. So when you understand the trading portion of this, that'll make more sense to you. But I'm excited about that team. I'm excited that we're going to be able to, Jeff and I are working on some paperwork now and some instructions on how to form a team to do that, what you'll need to do, how you should manage that. And it makes more sense to do that because I know I have a bunch of people who want to do this who are not going to pay $200 a month. And so we've formed this little bond amongst people to say, here's how you can do it and lower your risk. And that's what it's about, lowering and managing the risk, doing it properly. And I believe, Jeff, after all these years of Forex trading and all, that we really do have a corporate team here that is focused on that, and they're focusing on helping people, not just trying to make a profit for themselves, because they're not going to make a big profit on this monthly fee. I can tell you that. They have expenses to take care of. So we're very fortunate that you brought this company aboard, especially as a proprietary company. You know what, we're excited about it. That's all I can tell you. We are very, very excited about where this is going. And let me tell you something, 290% increase is almost unheard of in this industry. Now, we can't guarantee that's going to happen, always be that. We just have to know that that's what has taken place, and therefore they're capable of that. We just have to hope we're in that, in a profit to begin with. That's the first thing, profit and risk management, most important thing here.